Down at Shoreham, and
Morning to you all out there. It's been a few weeks, but I've had a few wrinkles on my journey over the last several weeks. And Andy and I are heading down to Shoreham. We're going to meet a couple of others down there. I did go out, I suppose, about 5 weeks ago, but caught nothing, so I'm not bothering with that footage. So fingers crossed that we actually catch something today. Apparently the weather's going to be nice. So who knows? But I'll catch up when I get down there. I'll see you there.
a few weeks have elapsed since I was last out fishing, and yeah, it's been a bit tiresome. The only thing I'd like to say is, a few of you know that I've got prostate cancer, which is kind of being dealt with, and we're getting through that. But in amongst all the tests I had, I was told I had some lesions in my bowel, which is not the best news to be given. But I've had them taken out and got rid of. But that's not what I really want to say. What I want to say is, to all of you older people out there of my age, you need to get yourselves checked. I would never ever have known without being checked, and I'm glad I did, because it kind of caught it early. So enough of that, let's get fishing. So the last few weeks have certainly taught me to not put pressure on myself when I come fishing, and to actually enjoy the fishing without all the other things that I feel I have to be doing. It makes me really grateful that I'm able to come out on a day like today, and I've never really appreciated that particularly in my life, but it certainly changes your viewpoint with the things I've been through, and you kind of go through anxiety, anger, resentment, why me, up moments, down moments, but you've got to look at the now, and the now is fishing, which is my therapy, because my head got a bit jumbled up as well. But move that, let's fish. I've got a clip down black lug tipped off with a bit of squid, and then I've got an up and over here, a squid with black lug wrapped, single hook. And then in order to adjust it, I put a bead stop on here that you can move up or down the line to get all of this loop to be tight. This one, half a black lug tipped off with squid, and I'm using circle hooks. So these are size kind of, I'd say 4, thereabouts, sort of carp size hooks. So let's bosh these out. Not going to chuck them out too far, because the doctor gave me strict instructions that I should be taking it easy. But I asked Andy if I could go fishing, and he said yes. So that's just a gentle lob. Rods I'm using are the pen rods, which I did have a chance to use kind of properly down at Sheppey, but I still haven't really had a chance to use them properly and actually catch fish. And then this, chuck out a bit further, but not too far, because I'm mindful of that weed that's out there. There, trap's all set. Words fail me.
Thank God. It's taken years, but it's finally happened.
If it's not your trousers with 10 zips on,
Lack of pockets today.
what is this?
I was just showing Andy, it's some clips I made up to go on my tripod for night fishing, but I just realised they would also clip on the rod. So if you were fishing at night,
Yeah, but it's daylight.
yeah, but if you were, I was just playing.
Do you have these in your
Basically.
bedroom?
Not in that colour. It would clash.
No? Oh, right.
No, clash. I'm afraid. No.
So, okay, well, I'm sort of impressed in a sort of rather odd way.
Yeah.
That's quite a clever idea, actually. It hurts me telling you that you actually have a clever idea.
Plumbing fittings.
Oh, you've got them sort of multi-squiggly.
Yeah, it's because my tripod's got a crossbar on it,
Right.
round crossbar, which that goes onto. So you can obviously tilt that way and angle that way.
That's quite clever, actually. We have broken the duck. Why can't it be my duck that breaks? What you got?
A little flounder.
A flounder. You're going to have to do the... No, I can see the top of the hook.
Yeah.
That should be fairly straightforward.
In between each other.
I've called the procedure I had the 1,000 fingers. And I was thinking, is that a bite?
That was a bite.
Was that? I've never seen you move so quick.
I was there back and
Oh, yeah, right. Something on there?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not 100%. Yeah, it does feel.
Oh,
But
no.
it did feel this when I had the weed last time.
No.
So,
Yeah, you got something on there, haven't you? Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. So, Martin has just reeled out this. Another little plaice. So, what's the rig you're using?
that's the Mark Williams.
So, it's the clip down Mark Williams, but you've got, so pulley rig,
Yeah,
top and bottom,
yeah,
smaller hooks though on it.
yes, yeah, size 2s. And on this.
So Marty's rod was going absolutely dung 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 dung. He was focused on something else. Oh. He's on the fighting stool. Is this a big fish?
I think so.
He thinks it is.
Same fish.
There's that anticipation, isn't there?
Oh,
What?
he's a snotty.
A whatty?
Snotty.
Well, it's still a fish. It's one of Martin's favourites. It's his go-to fish. Oh, bloody hell, chap. That's a decent fish. That's a cracking sized eel.
I wasn't watching it. There goes. Yeah, it's a difference in the. See the end. Come and look at the camera.
Right, this is going now. Please allow me to catch the fish.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Can you feel it?
No. Oh, I can now. Yep. No, I think that's a plaice.
Yeah, it gives a bit. Oh, that's a nice size.
Yeah.
Flounders are more diamond shaped. They don't have the fins, don't they?
Right, we're going to have to do the doctor. My forceps down on the. Thanks. Cheers. Job done. Ooh. Go and fight another day, fish. So, what wise words have you for me now?
Keep going.
Yeah, I was having a mither earlier on and a bit of a kind of grumpathon, I think is the word I would use, going, why is it me? But I've changed that view now, and I have a smile, inwardly.
And outwardly.
And, well, obviously. And I'm all galvanised and all excited again. So I've come from this side to this side. I've come back.
From the dark side.
From the dark side. Yeah, well, we had Darth Vader with us earlier on, didn't we? Darth Rob Vader. Bless him.
No, it's amazing what one fish does for you.
Yeah, well, I can genuinely go, I've caught something.
And it was a nice size one as
Yeah,
well.
it wasn't too
nice.
bad.
It's the best one I've seen up here today. Easily. The best size one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You'd think I would have won the competition if it was size matters.
Yeah, but not quantity. You might have got a big flatfish. You wouldn't have won on points though, because they've had 3 or 4. So that's how you...
No. This is a competition between us.
Oh right.
The small competition.
Well, my roundfish was definitely a lot longer than your flatfish.
And we're not even going down that avenue.
No.
I was tempted for a moment.
You started the car.
Yeah. Another day comes to a close. We've tried all day. I've only had one fish. Martin's had 2. Andy's had, I think, 1, and Rob's had 1. So, yeah, not the best, but still pretty good to be out. So, it's cheered me up immeasurably. Thank you for all the lovely, lovely comments in support of the rubbish that I've been going through of late. And I'm going to try and get out next weekend, weather allowing. So, until then, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.